So this is going to be my first shopping trip from the Three Rivers Challenge. And so I challenged myself to eat from the pantry. I'm giving myself $50 per week for our family of 14 still at home. And so I will show you what I got for the week. Everything else will be from the pantry. Freezers, fridges. Oh, years ago, $50 bought so much more, but here we go. I got 2 packages of spinach. It's actually the spinach spring mix here. Those were $4.98 each. I'm going to get my receipts. I can tell you how much each thing was. Reach. Okay. And then we have these eggs, which these were $5.14 a piece. The egg prices are just crazy. How are the egg prices in your neck of the woods? Write your price for a dozen regular eggs and then a dozen organic eggs down in the box. I'd love to see what everyone's getting for a price. Okay, so I got 2 of these, and then I got these bananas, which totaled, I'm not quite sure. I got roughly, I weighed them out at 10 pounds and they were 58 cents. They were on sale for 58 cents a pound. So I was averaging that would be obviously $5.80. I think that they rang in just under that though. Every scale is a little bit different in the stores and such. So I did have one more thing here that I don't have, and it's like little baby crackers that I bought for the baby because she was a little grumpy. So, but it was included in the under $50. So here is 2 bags of baby carrots. I still have some hummus left, so I wanted to get those. I want these for my husband. If he goes, we're not quite sure now at this point if he is going to be going next week, or we're not quite sure if he's going or not because there was somebody in the group of his fellow employees that had like a sudden loss of a family member. So I'm not quite sure how that's going to work. But if I want to be prepared, if he goes, that he will have things to be able to take, and I'll just prep the meals and throw them in the freezer. So if he does go, then they'll be all ready. But then if he goes in like a few weeks from now, then he'll have them at that point. Okay, so I have these, and then these will probably go with him as well. I will take these if he goes, so I'll take these, and those can be like filled with hummus or have a dip or something like that. And then I have the almond creamer here. I end up getting 2 of these. This does have sugar in the back of it. If you want to see the back of this, let's see if you can see it. So it has almond milk, cane sugar, sunflower oil, pea protein, potassium citrate, baking soda, sunflower lecithin, natural flavors, sea salt, and whatever gum. Not the healthiest thing in the world, but that is what we're doing right now for our coffees. We did I tried last week to buy the half and half, if you saw that. But the half and half was bothering some people in the stomach. So I switched over to this, and we don't have a lot of choices. So I don't know. We're just going to see how that goes. And then the last thing that I did do, I was debating on potatoes because we're having a turkey this week. And I really was thinking, I want to do like mashed potatoes, like with a turkey, and not, I have canned and dried potatoes, but I really wanted to do mashed potatoes. So I went with a non-organic potato. I got 10 pounds. Our family will actually eat about 8 pounds at one meal. So this would do, if I did that whole thing of potatoes, that would do like a meal, and then I could probably make it stretch to a smaller portion for a second meal. So like if I did a meal of turkey, then I might do like turkey with mashed potatoes and gravy, and add more vegetables to the side, add some cranberry sauce, add some whatever, and add a bunch of things to the side, almost like an open face, like layered type thing. And that would be enough to do that. Either that, or I could make like a shepherd's pie, but with turkey, and that would be enough potatoes to have for one meal, and then that for like the second meal. So I bought those potatoes for that. Those were, I don't know if I gave you all the numbers. So the carrots were $1.56, the baby carrots a piece. The potatoes were $5.54. I'm trying to think. The creamers were $4.90. And so my grand total for this is $46.98. I did buy, like I said before, it was $2.54 for those baby crackers, which I think are still out in the vehicle. They're still like, they're bringing in pig food and stuff. I'll just let them know that they're up on the dash area because she needed something. We had to wait a little bit longer than we normally do to pick up pig food, so it was good to have those little baby crackers for her. So that was our total for the week. That was, again, $46.98. Plans for the week are to use a lot of other things. I did think maybe like a day with bananas, do like banana, peanut butter, and chocolate chip we do sometimes. So we would just take a banana and then we cut it the lengthwise and fill it with peanut butter and then put chocolate chips on top. That's kind of like a dessert type thing. I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to experiment with a bunch of different things, I think. So I will let you know how it turns out. I did decide to do the eggs because I did decide to, people have been really loud in the background. So I did decide to go ahead and buy the eggs because we're trying to do less grains. And so right now what we're doing is we're either doing eggs and smoothies, or we're doing oatmeal. So every day that we don't have eggs, then we're doing oatmeal, which is a grain. So I have 18 eggs. Actually, I have 18 plus 4 eggs in the refrigerator. But if we decide that we're going to make gluten-free bread, I'm not sure if we're going to or not, but I want my husband to go with something if he goes. And if we need that, every time I make that is 6 eggs. No, I think it's a dozen yolks per 4 loaves. So 6 eggs for 2 loaves, which is what he would need. So if I'm going to do that, then I would be taking up 6 eggs. And if my family is going to have any type of egg for breakfast, it would be 18 eggs per meal. So this would allot for me to have 2 mornings out of 7 with eggs. So I'm not quite sure how that's going to work. I was trying to like ramble it around in my head, but I also have the eggs, the water glassed eggs in the basement, but I've never actually used those like a scrambled egg. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use those for any type of baking. So I don't know. I was just trying to play it out. So this week I decided to do that. I thought that I could experiment a little bit with the whole egg situation. And if you have any like tips, tricks, anything like that with the eggs or any other like paleo friendly type meals, that would be great. Just put them down in the description box below. So basically, we overall want to eat no gluten, no soy, no dairy or limited dairy. Some of us can tolerate dairy, some of us cannot. So I try to say no dairy, and then if somebody has dairy, then I'll put it on the side. Sometimes like I'll take out, we have like Parmesan cheese I might take out for some of the people that can tolerate it, but my main dishes do not include cheese or dairy products. Same with like if a child has a birthday party, if they're younger, then I will let them choose their ice cream, but I always have like non-dairy ice cream for the people that can't tolerate it as well. But we don't normally, like if I'm just going to buy ice cream, I would just only buy the non-dairy ice cream. So no gluten, no dairy, no soy, and only organic corn. So if we're doing any type of corn products, it needs to be an organic corn. We also eat very limited amounts of like processed sugar. We like to do like maple syrup or honey. So we will occasionally, like if I'm making like a specialty thing, um, like cookies for a special occasion or something like that, then we would occasionally use sugar, but that's more of like a treat situation. Overall, we like to do things naturally sweetened, like with dates or something, or maple syrup or honey. So we're doing this with lots of restrictions, but this is what we got for the week, and I think that we'll be good with it. I'm actually really glad that I had enough to get potatoes, even though they're not organic potatoes. Organic potatoes in our area, it's 3 pounds of potatoes for $7.18. And that just wasn't feasible because I'd need to buy 3 bags of those, which would be $22, where 10 pounds, which would be 9 pounds, and 10 pounds of these was $5.14. These will be peeled, the skins will be thrown in the trash, and I'm okay with that. If I'm doing baked potatoes, then I definitely choose organic. Or another thing that you can do is take the peels off and then like slather it with oil and bake a potato like that. That comes out pretty good. Sprinkle some salt on top of it. Those come out pretty good like that if we need to do it. But the goal was to stay in budget, right? So the budget was $50. We were $46.98. So we stayed in budget this week. So on Saturday, I will show you. Hopefully, I took pictures of all our meals. I think that I did. I will show you what we ate this week. All right, bye.